Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collinsville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm at be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's a little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm by my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapest crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the fresh sophomores,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening to everyone as we welcome you into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. I am Todd Duke. Glad that you're with us here on a very, very, very cold Thursday evening, and it's going to get a little bit more on the cold side. By the time we all wake up tomorrow morning, it's going to be about 5 degrees, and it's going to feel like -5 to -8, somewhere around there. We're not going to be picky too much over a couple of degrees. Anyway, my name's Todd Duke. Glad that you're with us again, and we are here because it is the girls basketball team's final game of the regular season, and therefore it is senior night. And the 4 seniors on this year's squad are about ready to get recognized, so we'll hold off on the introduction of the pregame show and the sponsor and the pregame interview that we have with one of the 4 seniors that are sitting over there on the bench. We'll let you look at them all right now, as they're poised to get this senior night festivities underway here before they bring the teams out to even do their warm-up. So we'll be in for a long one tonight. As you see Coach Billy taking pictures of the crowd, and most of her Kreitner family is here as well. And the teachers that I all worked with last year, Miss Sweet, Miss Whitener, the 2 fourth grade The teacher sitting right next to each other. A whole 2 rows of nothing but Kreitner folks here to celebrate Coach Billy, because this is her last regular season game coaching the Collinsville Lady Kahok basketball team. Of course, the girls will have one more game here at least on this floor as the regionals are held here, but we're going to turn everything over now to Chad Burgess, the PA announcer, as we get things going here for senior night.
And now for our seniors. Our first senior is number 12, Faith Lildgren. Faith has been a member of our team for 4 years, with 3 years as a varsity starter. She's a co-captain this season. She's played basketball for 11 years and soccer for 10 years, both here at CHS and a member of Gateway Rush soccer team. Faith is a board member of Kahoks Strong, president of Mu Alpha Theta, president of Pep Club, board member of Student Council, a member of the Multicultural Club, a member of the National Honor Society. She's an all-state Illinois State Scholar, and she will be valedictorian of her class this May. She's been an athlete of the month, team captain for soccer, second team all-conference for basketball as a sophomore, third team all-conference as a junior, third team all-conference for soccer as a sophomore, and second team all-conference as a junior. Faith is a natural-born leader. She has grown as a point guard and become one of the best in our area. Her speed and ability to steal the basketball has led her to setting new team records for both steals in the season and steals in the career. She has had 341 career steals. She's learned that as a point guard, she makes the offense happen, and that part of her job is to get the ball where it needs to go and get as many points on the board as possible. She set new records for assists as well, and now has 299 assists in her career. Not only has she accomplished these 2 goals, she has recently passed the 700-point mark for her career. Faith is driven to win and sets high goals for her team and herself. Her ability to laugh and have fun help make practice and games better, but her sincere compassion is evident with how she treats her teammates and others. Faith's favorite memories are the times that the girls make each other uncomfortably slap-happy during inappropriate situations. Her advice for her teammates is to be the biggest light and strongest support system in your teammates' lives, because you never know the struggles they're going to home every night. Faith will be attending Southeast Missouri State to play soccer and double majored in finance and entrepreneurship. Eventually, she hopes to have her own business of buying and selling property, flipping houses, and interior design. Faith's parents are Mike and Kelly Lilsherman. Our second senior is Natalie Becker. Natalie has played 4 years with 3 years at the varsity level, and she's co-captain this season. Natalie is also a member of the softball team. Natalie is a member of the Spanish Club, FCA, First Priority, Mu Alpha Theta, Spanish Honor Society, and National Honor Society. Natalie has been on the honor roll for all 4 years and is an Illinois State Scholar. Natalie is the kind of player and teammate that every coach hopes for. She's a hard worker and knows her role on the team. At practice, she pushes herself, which in turn pushes her teammates. She's always there to encourage the others and help them realize that being a positive example is more beneficial than anything. Natalie is a threat every time she steps on the floor. She's also in the right place and has amazing ability to tie up the ball or steal it. She's fierce and uses that toughness to her advantage. Her understanding of the game is immense, and she has been a true asset for us. Although she is quiet, Natalie is a leader in her own right and is respected by everyone. Natalie's favorite memory is laughing too hard at practice and all the summer camps and college tournaments. Her advice for her teammates is to always have fun and don't sweat the small stuff. Natalie plans to go to SIU Carbondale and study zoology, and later have a family and hopefully a rich husband. Natalie's parents are Sherry Becker and Brian and Jim Becker. Katie has played for us for 4 years with 2 years as a varsity starter, and she is a co-captain this season. Katie also plays soccer and has been a member of the Southern Illinois Hawks AAU basketball team and the Gateway Rush soccer team, as well as playing here at CHS. Katie's also a member of the National Honor Society, Student Council, and Key Club. Katie was the November Athlete of the Month, as well as first team All-Tournament for the Nashville Tournament and second team All-Conference last season. Katie's a true basketball player. She understands the game and works daily to become a better player. She spends hours of her own time working on her shot, watching film, and studying what it is that she needs to do to make herself and her team better. Katie's desire to win is immense, and she has a positive attitude no matter what. When she does get frustrated, she handles it in a way that shows just how focused she is, and she goes out and pushes herself and her team to do better. Her ability to score in any position is crucial to her success, and she recently scored her 800th point and now sits at 817 total points in her career. Katie's favorite memory is her freshman year because everyone they played with since 3rd grade was still playing. Her advice for her teammates is that it goes by fast, so make the most of every practice and game to get better. Katie will be attending SIUE, where she will be playing basketball and studying business. Katie's parents are Toby and Cheryl Knudsen. Our fourth seniors, number 42, Kristen Mitchell. Kristen has played for us for 4 years with 2 years as a varsity starter. Kristen is a co-captain this season. Kristen also played volleyball for CHS and played for Blue Star Basketball AAU team. Kristen is a member of the Latin Club, Latin Honor Society, National Honor Society, and Scholar Bowl. Kristen is also an Illinois State Scholar, has been on the honor roll all 4 years, and is number 4 in her class. She's earned academic all-conference all 3 years for both sports, and 3rd team all-conference for volleyball. Kristen's become the leader that we knew she would be. Her passion and love for this game has changed her into an unstoppable force on the floor and a leader that her teammates look to for guidance and strength. She's developed into a strong post player who can finish inside and step outside and knock down big shots when needed. This has translated into over 700 points in her Kahok career. She's also a fierce rebounder and is now number 4th place overall with 428 rebounds. Kristen's favorite memories are the summer basketball trips to different colleges and endless laughs with her teammates in the locker room and the bus rides. Her advice for the team is to enjoy every opportunity you have to get better and improve while also having as much fun as possible throughout the experience. Kristen will be attending Illinois Central College, where she will be playing basketball and studying to become a chiropractor. Eventually, she would like to be rich with a happy family. Kristen's parents are Rob and Jackie Mitchell. Parents, we would like to thank you for your dedication as well to our program. You've been an active and important part of our booster club as well as our best cheerleaders. The time that you have put into your daughters has been well spent, and they have proven to be fine young ladies. Girls, you must know that we'll miss you, all 4 of you, a great deal. It seems impossible that your 4 years have come and gone. You will now and forever be a part of our team's history and heart. We wish you the best in the future and know that you will be so very successful in all that you do. Don't ever forget us, come and visit often, and remember that you are part of a unique group of young women that have left a positive, permanent mark on Collinsville High School girls basketball. You are forever a part of our family and forever a Kahok. After the game, there will be a reception in the athletic conference room for all our seniors. Please join us and take a moment to honor our girls. Thank you.
And there you go. Look at the 4 Lady Kahok basketball seniors for the 2019-2020 school year. And you can see a lot of them shedding some tears. And, of course, Coach Billy. We're going to get to talk to Coach Billy after the game's over with, we hope. I told her if she can make it up here afterwards to please do so, and hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to her. Okay, so let's get to the business at hand. We have basketball to play, and hopefully these young ladies can get out here and play a game of basketball after that. All these emotions spilling out, man, that'd be kind of hard to follow it up with a full basketball game. But we welcome you in now to the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show. Of course, brought to you by Cullip Jennings Florist, a staple in the Collinsville area and has been for generations. Cullip Jennings Florist, located at 517 West Clay Street. Stop in for weekly specials. By the way, this weekly specials is Valentine's Day, so tomorrow is Valentine's Day, kids, and if you haven't gotten anything yet, well, I'm sorry, but now you're one of the many of thousands of people in the area that are going to put things off until the last minute. But no problem. Cullip Jennings Florist can handle you. Give them a call at 344-0404. Find out what they still have, and they'll be able to hook you up, I am sure. And if you want, check them out online, CullipJennings.com. Well, Collinsville comes into this contest with an overall record of 15-12, while Belleville West comes in with a record of 21-9. Both teams are 6-5 in Southwestern Conference play, so whoever wins this game here tonight will finish in third in the Southwestern Conference standings, and the loser will finish in fourth. Of course, Collinsville coached by Lori Billy in her 10th and final year here as the girls basketball coach. She has 129 wins and 140 losses. Belleville West, coached by Clayton Fisher. He is in his third year, and he has his team at 21-9, and he is 43-47 at the as the head man at Belleville West of the girls basketball team. So your records are all set, and your coaches are all set, and we're going to take a break. When we come back, had a chance to talk with one of the seniors tonight. Natalie Becker will pass that conversation on to you next as the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Cullip Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at collipjennings.com.
And we welcome you back into the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We're at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. It's senior night for your Collinsville Lady Kahok basketball team as they get ready to take on Belleville West in a big Southwestern Conference showdown. And we're going to visit now with our last senior, last one I get to talk to this year. This is Natalie Becker. All right, so some quick hit stuff, and we'll get you loosened up a little bit. All right, ready? Frosted Flakes or Cocoa Puffs?
Cocoa Puffs.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups or Hershey's Chocolate Bar?
Hershey's.
Bitter cold or hot and humid?
Hot and humid.
Favorite movie?
Ooh. Star Wars, I guess.
Hey, I'm a fan. Favorite pro athlete?
Ooh, Michael Jordan, I guess. Yeah.
Going old school. All right, let's continue old school. If you had a chance to see anybody in concert from back in the day, who would it be?
NSYNC.
Why?
I like their music.
What is it about their music?
It's just like fun and upbeat, I guess. Yeah.
All right, same question, sports world. If you can go back and see any famous athlete in their prime, doing their thing in their sport, who would it be and why?
Ozzie Smith, because I love his energy on like the baseball field and stuff. He was a really great player, so yeah.
All right, I saw that one. I thought, if you were going to say like Babe Ruth, that would be like, so would I. All right, favorite subject in school?
Science.
You're the first one that has not said math. So tell me why science.
I just like the way things work, like biology and stuff like that. It's more easier for me to understand, I guess.
So at the same time, you were saying I hate math. So is that your worst subject?
Yes, it is.
All right, you got a middle of the borderline subject where you're like, I can take it or leave it.
History.
Like world history, U.S. history.
Yeah, world history.
What's easier for you, world history or American history?
American history.
What's your favorite part about American history?
Civil War. I like that era. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one too. All right, let's talk about sports, softball or basketball. What's your favorite?
Oh, I don't know. They're both so different. So I would have to say softball most of the time because it's like been a lot bigger part of my life. So I'd say softball.
So you've been playing softball a lot longer than basketball.
Yeah, I have.
All right, so what got you into softball? How old were you?
It was, I was probably like 5, no, not 5, like 6, t-ball age. So it just started at like the YMCA, just playing t-ball, and then it went on from there.
And what about basketball? How much later did that come along?
Just a couple years later, but at the Y also playing basketball, and then I didn't play for a while until like middle school, started playing again. So, yeah.
All right, I was looking through the program that was handed out this year, and you have one of your favorite memories on there is something called Playing Hostage.
Oh, yeah.
What is that, and tell me why that was your favorite?
So it's a game where we get in our cars and we just go around and like drop off people, and you have to find them without using your map or anything like that. So it was just fun to play because we were just laughing the whole time and driving around, and it was just really fun. Yeah.
Sounds like it. All right, tell us a little bit about your family. I know your brother Nick plays football. I've called his name a couple of times last year, so tell us a little bit about the family.
I have my brother, and I have a stepbrother who also plays football and baseball. My mom and dad, and my stepmom, and then about to have a stepdad, so that's fun too. Yeah, I don't know.
All right, so sibling rivalry, any of that in your family with guys and girls that play sports, and tell me how that works.
They like to gang up on me a lot. They just like to think they're stronger than me a lot, so yeah.
You ever beat them at anything?
Yeah, sometimes I do.
Do you rub it in? Like, do you dance around and rub it in their face?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I would like to see that. All right, future plans, it says in that little program there. Zoology?
Yes, I love animals. I love studying animals. So I decided to go work at a zoo or in the field, like doing research, stuff like that. I think it's really interesting, so.
So how did that bug bite you? A trip to the St. Louis Zoo one day?
Oh yeah, I go to the zoo a lot, and I used to do junior sea lion training there, so that was a really cool experience, and I loved it. So yeah.
Cool. Have you been to the new aquarium yet?
No, I haven't, but I do want to go.
So do I. It's on my list of things to do. All right. Senior night, last game on the floor as a senior in the regular season. You guys know you're hosting regional, so you know you have at least one more. Tell me what that night means to you. This night means to you.
It's really special to me because this is my last year playing basketball. I'm probably not gonna play in college. So it's really special to like play with these people I've been playing for so long, and just having one more chance at it.
And tell me your thoughts on Coach Billy. I know she just told you guys not too long ago that this was going to be her last year, so kind of fitting that you all, this class, you and Faith and Kate and Kristen are all going out at the same time.
It's kind of like not a coincidence, but it's kind of like a surprise that she was, but it's also like cool that she's going out the same year we are, because we've had her for so long and she's known like their sisters and stuff, so she's been here throughout like a long time, and then just going out with us is kind of cool. So
I know that you don't get a lot of playing time on the floor, so do you consider yourself now a student of the game? Have you soaked a lot of things up since you've been on the bench, and what do you soak up?
Yeah, definitely. I see a lot of like learning opportunities on the floor, like just looking around and watching other people gives you so much more insight into what's actually happening than when you're on the floor too. You see a lot of things that you don't see when you're playing, so that's pretty cool.
All right, you're playing Belleville West night. Last question, I'll let you go. You're playing Belleville West night. You guys were locked in a couple of good games this year. You won one by 2 and lost one by 3. How do you see this going tonight?
I see a win. I do see a win. I feel like we can pull it off tonight. I feel like we're going to be on tonight. I feel it. Yeah.
Natalie Becker, thank you very much. Enjoy your senior night.
Hey, thank you.
That is Natalie Becker for your Lady Kahok basketball team. We'll take a break here on the Cullip Jennings Flores pregame show. When we come back, we'll set the starting rosters for you. More names, more numbers, all that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
Collinsville Jennings Flores, a Collinsville original since 1939. Collinsville Jennings Flores has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Collinsville Jennings Flores is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Collinsville Jennings Flores is there for any life's major moments. Collinsville Jennings Flores, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at collinsvillejennings.com.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their third year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-855-9100 or online at sloanspubhouse.com.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Collinsville Jennings Flores, a Collinsville original since 1939. Collinsville Jennings Flores has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Collinsville Jennings Flores is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Collinsville Jennings Flores is there for any life's major moments. Collinsville Jennings Flores, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at collinsvillejennings.com.
Well, once again, welcome back into the Cullip Jennings Flores pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. I'm Todd Duke. Glad that you're with us here on a cold Thursday night as we get this game ready between Collinsville and Belleville West on senior night. Final game for both teams, as Collinsville will host regionals on Wednesday, and they will play host to Belleville East in the very first game, a team that they just beat on Tuesday night. Collinsville is currently in a 3-game winning streak. Got a couple of personal milestones that these girls have been taking care of, and a couple of additions to the school records. We'll pass those along to you as we go along. But right now, they're getting ready to do the national anthem here. We can tell you a little bit more about Belleville West this year. They've had one 4-game winning streak. They've had one 3-game winning streak, and they've had 6 2-game winning streaks, including their current win streak with wins over Granite City and Alton. And this Belleville West team, they're good. They have not lost 2 games in a row all year. So they have things going on. One of their 9 losses on the year came against Collinsville, though, 53-51 back on the 16th of January. Then a week later, they met at the Highland Tournament, and Collinsville lost that game in overtime, 54-55. So our final break coming up here on the pregame show, and when we come back, we'll pass along the starting lineups to you, and that'll be coming your way here in just a little bit on the Kahok Sports Network.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com. Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, the newest in online auctioning. Go to ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's HIBid.com to check out what's up for bid in the next auction. Ogle Auctions deals with everyday items like board games, t-shirts, and more, to collectibles, whether that is a vehicle, vinyl records, or vintage toys. Or how about a trolley car? And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more items. Check out their next online auction at ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's ogleauctionshibid.com. Or call Kim Ogle today at 618-980-4530.
And once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. I am Todd Duke. Paulina Gutierrez is with us tonight on the camera once again, and we do always thank the JV girls coming up here and helping us out with the camera when our usual guys can't be here. So here are your starting lineups. We'll begin with Belleville West. They will be bringing out Deja Brown, a 5'5" senior, Reese Bennett, a 5'7" sophomore, Lamaya Terrell, a 5'7" sophomore, Shania Nunn, a 6'1" senior, and Kiaja Gray, a 6'2" senior. All seniors will get the starting nod tonight for Collinsville, but there's only 4 of them, so we have to have one junior in the bunch, and that would be Stasia Bush. The 5'10" junior will be out there with the rest of the seniors, which includes Faith Liljegren, the 5'7" senior, Katie Knutson, the 5'11" senior, Riley Doyle, Kristen Mitchell, the 6' senior, and Natalie Becker, the 5'6" senior. I had Riley Doyle in the usual spot, and I just didn't circle her name and kind of went right down the list and stumbled across the junior, and she'll be in there tonight as well, though, so we'll see her a little bit later on. Collinsville again, coached by Lori Billy, and Belleville West coached by Clay Fisher. The Kahawks are led in points this year by Katie Knutson in her 386 points. She's averaging 14.3 a game. Kristen Mitchell is averaging 11.8 a game as she comes in with 319 points. And the leader in points for Belleville West, I believe, is Reese Bennett at 11.5 per game. As I mentioned, Belleville West has a 21-9 record, so they've played 30 games, but There's only 18 games on their stat list, so they are not complete, so I'm not going to give totals. I will just give averages, especially when we get to the free throw side of things. So coming into this contest, Collinsville is 17-26 versus Belleville West over the last 20 years. 0-4 in the playoffs, so overall 17-30, and Coach Billy has won 4 games and lost 14 against Belleville West in her 10-year career, and she's also lost 3 playoff games, so Coach Billy is 4-17 in the time that she's been the head coach of the Kahoks basketball team on the girls' side. So here's some numbers for you. Kristen Mitchell's moving up. She sits number 4 on the all-time list for most rebounds in the career with 428, now 21 behind 2010 graduate Shantae Hibbler's 449 for number 3 on that list. She passed 2016 graduate Cassidy Smith for number 4. Cassidy was at 422, and Belleville West starts off with a turnover, and we are underway. So 21 behind would have to be probably 10 for one game and 11 for another with the 2 games left. We know we have 1 game left on Wednesday. Win that one, and you have another one left on Friday. So we'll see how things play out. Here is Faith Liljegren, who had a game-high 26 points against Belleville East on the win, and now Collinsville turns the ball over. Kahoks come in averaging 50 points a game scored, while Belleville West averages 53.7. And here are the Maroons underneath the bucket. Shania Nunn was left all alone, and she didn't have a problem whatsoever taking that one off the glass for a couple of quick points. And Belleville West takes the early lead 2-0. Here is Katie Knutson, zigzags through some traffic, gives to Becker over in the corner. Now out to Liljegren underneath, and Knutson has that ball knocked out of her hands by Gray. No foul on the play. Collinsville will inbound. Becker will do so. It was a pleasure interviewing Natalie in the pregame show. 3-point shot by Bush. That's an air ball. And that's a turnover for Collinsville. Bringing the ball up court is Terrell. Here is Terrell over on the far side now to Bennett. 1 minute gone here in this first quarter. Senior night here for your Lady Kahok basketball team. Out to the top of the key and then over onto the left wing area for Bennett. Bennett over her head, throws it across the way for Terrell. Terrell dribbles her way over onto the right wing, now back into the slot area, and that's where you find Deja Brown. Back over to Terrell, now just outside the lane, another pass to Gray, and she turns around. That's Shania Nunn again, and Nunn has all 4 points on the board right now, and Collinsville trails 4-0 with 6.5 to go here in this first quarter. Knutson collects a pass from Becker, gives to Bush. Bush drives baseline and has that ball knocked out of her hand, and we have a foul. The first foul of the game is going to belong to Belleville West, and I believe that's going to belong to Kayaja Gray. And it will. Kayaja Gray will send Astasia Bush to the line, where Bush is a 52% free throw shooter on the year, and she'll miss the first one off to the left. Bush trying to get the Lady Kahoks on the board with that all-important first point. That one's off to the left as well. So a miss on both ends, and the rebound belongs to Belleville West. So does the turnover. Here is Liljegren. She takes it over onto the right wing and dribbles her way to the right corner. Now baseline, kicks it out for Knutson. Head fake, drive, shot, rolls over the rim. And there is Kristen Mitchell trying to get the rebound, and she had the ball go off of her. So Collinsville turns the ball over for the third time. Remains 4-0 in favor of Belleville West. Going into tonight's game, Liljegren still holds the school records for assists and steals, but she is forever increasing those numbers. Right now, 341 assists, and she probably, I think that was a turnover. I don't think that'll count as a steal, but she's at 299, so her next steal will put her right at 300. Here is Terrell, dribbles right past Liljegren, and a little floater goes off of one side of the backboard and out the other side, and out of bounds it goes, and now each team with 3 turnovers. Personal milestones, Katie Knutson passed 800 points in that win on Tuesday night at Belleville East, now with 817 after she poured in 20. And Liljegren now with 752 points after scoring 26. Here is a little pop and drop that won't drop. And the ball knocked out of bounds by the Maroons, so Collinsville will get to keep it and try to inbound and get on the board here. JV team lost 57-24. It was a close first quarter, but then after that, things got away. And we ended up having a running clock, and there is my pregame interviewee, Natalie Becker, with a three-point shot to get things going here for Collinsville. Just like that, it's a one-point game. 5:15 left to play here in this opening quarter. Terrell passes the ball over to Bennett. Bennett dribbles and drives off the glass, gets it to fall in for two. And the leading scorer for Belleville West has her first 2 points here in this one. Here is Liljegren. She dribbles and drives into the paint, loses control of the ball because she was fouled. In the game that we did at Belleville West, leading scorer was Riley Doyle with 19, and Knutson had 18, and Reese Bennett was the leading scorer for Belleville West with 14 points. Here is Becker, who just hit that big three-pointer, and now a turnover by Collinsville. We'll put the ball back into the hands of Belleville West. More basketball action coming your way tomorrow. We'll be on the road at Alton for a little boys action. Now they're going to change their mind here, and they definitely saw the referee point this way. Apparently they changed their mind, but rebound is going to belong to Belleville West after the inbound shot by Knutson, and here comes Bennett over on the far side wing for Brown. She'll launch a three-point shot. That one tips the front of the rim, and the rebound belongs to Gray, and so do the 2 points. 8-3, Maroons have the lead. Here's Liljegren. Near sideline, races it up in the corner. Bounce pass trying to find Mitchell cutting through the paint. Ball bounces its way to Becker. She's trapped and has the ball knocked out of her hands. And Collinsville will keep it. 4:18 left to play here in this first quarter. Inbound pass triggered from Becker. To Bush, wide open for three. Just rolls across the rim. Rebound belongs to Belleville West. Maroons bring it up, and here is Bennett. Out to Brown. Brown dribbles her way over to the left side. Gives it up now for Terrell, and Terrell loses control of the ball, and now Liljegren does get a steal, and she'll bring it in, pull up, take the shot, and it rolls across the rim. Natalie Becker gets her hands on it, but so does Belleville West. Becker wins that battle before the whistle is blown. Back out top we go, and Liljegren takes a charge from Terrell, and Terrell will pick up her first foul. Oh, excuse me, her second. So 2 fouls make that 3 fouls on the board for Belleville West, 1 for Collinsville. That belongs to Kristen Mitchell. As Liljegren gives another ball to Bush. Back over to Liljegren. Liljegren back to Bush on the left wing and across the way on the right side for Becker. Trying to find a give and go to Knutson, and that works perfectly. And Collinsville back to within 3. 3:20 to play here in this first quarter. Here is Brown. Brown in front of the Kahok bench. Dribbles it back and at the free throw line. Lets it fly. Won't fall in. And another rebound by Gray, and she'll put it back up and in. We have to find an answer for her low post, or she's going to be able to do that all night. This ball hits the referee right in the head. And it belongs to Collinsville. Becker inbounds into the corner for Knutson, who gets it to Mitchell up underneath. She's low post, but that ball is knocked out of bounds by Gray. Watch that battle here tonight between Gray and Mitchell. Inbound pass once again coming in from Natalie Becker. Becker gets it into Mitchell, who tips it to Liljegren, who flies into the paint and underneath the basket. Liljegren picks up her first 2 points of the game. Collinsville again back to within 3. 2:45 left to play here in this first quarter. Here's Brown. Gives it to Bennett. Bennett near sideline being watched by Bush, and now over to Gray. Gray back out front. And that is Malaya Sparks, who came into the game and puts up an air ball. That one ends up just going out of bounds. 4th turnover for the Maroons. Here is Jenna Scheller. And Riley Doyle into the game for Collinsville. Mitchell and Becker go to the bench. And here is Liljegren. Across the way to Bush, still in the backcourt. Now Liljegren will bring it across over here on the left side. Works her way to the left corner, being double teamed. Gives it to Scheller. Outside now for Knutson. Over on the far wing for Doyle. Into the corner for Bush. Across back over on the left. Make that the right wing for Liljegren. Shoots for three, and it swoops its way out. And the ball ends up rolling across the floor and out of bounds off of a Kahok player. So Collinsville will give the ball back to the Maroons with 2:08 left to play here in this first quarter. Here is Bennett for Belleville West. Over onto the wing for Sparks. Sparks back over this way. Now top of the key for Gray. A little bit offset to the left. And now to Brown. Brown dribbles. Being watched by Riley Doyle. Back over here this way to Gray on the wing. To Brown, top of the key. Wanted to take the three. That was closed off by Doyle. And now all the way back to midcourt. Being pressured once again. And here is Gray. Just inside the perimeter. Gets it back out to Brown. Brown almost lost control of the ball. And she's going to have to get rid of it soon. Blocked, but it falls right into the hands of Nunn. She'll turn around with a little hook shot. That won't fall. And it falls right into the hands of Knutson, who brings it up over here on this right side. She'll dribble and drive, kick it back out to Scheller. Scheller will put it out top for Liljegren. Over on the far side, Doyle for three. That one skips across the rim. Rebound belongs to Nunn, and the foul is going to belong to Scheller. First foul for Scheller. Second foul is a team for Collinsville as Cassandra Sams comes in for Belleville West. And to the bench will go Gray. And also Terrell comes back into the game. Here's Bennett, though, across the line. We're under a minute to go here in this opening quarter. Bennett had that ball poked away by Knutson. Now over in the corner, Sparks for three, and that one hits the inside of the rim, and then Knutson handles the rebound for Collinsville. And back the other way we go, and a save by Sparks, but she stepped on the purple part of the floor before she threw the ball back in. Here's Doyle. Triggering the inbound and throws it away. Astasia Bush was breaking one way and then broke back the other way, and it was too late. That pass came in and skipped into the stands. 42.2 to go here in this first quarter. 10-7 in favor of Belleville West. Here is Terrell over to Reese. Reese dribbles her way from the wing and to the top of the key. Almost lost the handle of the ball. She was going to go for three. Now Sparks. And that one's knocked out of bounds by Scheller. So the Maroons get to inbound from underneath of their own basket. Inbound pass comes in from Terrell and into Sparks. Sparks on the wing back to Terrell. Terrell makes her way out of the corner. 20 seconds left here in this first quarter. Out to Sparks. Now over to Terrell. Back out front and a three-point shot. That one's spinning all the way. And Terrell hits the first three-pointer of the night for Belleville West. Here comes Collinsville. 5 seconds left. Riley Doyle trying to find someone to hand it off to. Now Bush is going to run out of time. At the end of one, Collinsville trailing the Belleville West Maroons by a score of 13-7. And we'll take a break here. Come back with the second quarter, and that'll be in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats. Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Todd Duke and Paulina Gutierrez on the camera for us tonight. Second quarter underway. Collinsville trailing by 6 after 1. Here is Doyle out to the top of the key now for Liljegren. And under the basket is Katie Knutson. She was pushed from behind by Reese Bennett. Bennett fouled out of that game that we had for you at Belleville West earlier in the year. And then these two teams met a week later at the Highland Tournament. Fourth team foul now for Belleville. First one to Bennett. Here's the inbound pass that comes into Mitchell, and it's immediately knocked out of bounds. So Collinsville again will inbound from underneath of their own basket. Doyle once again into Scheller, but off of Scheller's hands and right to Sams, who gets to Terrell, over now to Sparks. Sparks dribbles and drives, baseline, no room to work there, and now the ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to belong to Collinsville. Each team turning the ball over in rapid succession here. And the inbound pass comes into Liljegren. Liljegren drives and then stops. Gets herself around Sparks, zigzags her way up the floor. Into the front court, and we're going to have a blocking foul called against Terrell or Reese, one of the two. They were both down there. This one's going to go against Reese. Bennett. No, going to call it against Sparks. They have her listed at 5'7". I don't believe that. I'm 5'6", and there's no way that she's taller than me. Doesn't appear that way. But I'm up on a balcony, so it's kind of hard to judge height, really. Another foul coming up. This one is going to send Kristen Mitchell to the free throw line. I think this one is going to be on none. Nope. Cassandra Sams. I'm just going to stop guessing as to who they're on and just wait for the announcement. Here's Kristen Mitchell at the line. 83 of 133 tries this year from the free throw line for Mitchell. That's good for 62.4%, and that'll go up just a little bit after Mitchell picks up her first point here from the free throw line. And can't do it on the second one. Rebound belongs to Nunn. Gives it up now for Terrell. Terrell, three-point shot from the corner for Bennett. That's good. Can't leave her that much space, or she'll hit a three-pointer every time. Here is Katie Knutson. Overthrows Scheller, and Collinsville has turned the ball over now 8 times here, and that's going to prompt Lori Billy to take a timeout. We will take a timeout right along with them, so we'll be back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, quick timeout called by Coach Lori Billy. And now we're back to action. Belleville West brings the ball out of the backcourt, up to the front court. Here is Terrell crossing the line. Over on the far side wing to Sparks. Sparks stands right in front of head coach Lori Billy, and then back out to the top of the key for Terrell. Terrell dribbles her way over onto the left wing, and she'll launch a three-pointer from there, and she'll hit her second one. That's 3 3-pointers here in this game thus far for Belleville West in 4 tries. Here's Liljegren. She drives all the way down. She's fouled, and she will go to the free throw line. Faith on the year, almost at 60% from the free throw line, 59.6. Hitting 68 of 114 of her free throw tries. And she's up here shooting 2. First one's on the way, and off the rim and to the left. Next one for the Collinsville senior captain. That one rattles but won't fall in, and the rebound belongs to Belleville West. Here comes Terrell. Terrell circles herself around over on the right wing. And then gives it up over onto that same wing for Sparks. Now top of the key and back over this way for Terrell. Another three-point shot. That one is money as well. You can see the spin on the ball as it's gliding through the air, and when it does that, she hardly ever misses. Three-point buckets are going to be the death of the Kahawks here tonight if they don't find a way to stop it. Here is Liljegren into the corner. Mitchell, she'll try for three. That one's an air ball. It comes out to the other side, and the loose ball belongs to the Maroons. Liljegren will pick up her first foul. That's the team's third. Deja Brown will check into the game, and Reese Bennett will go to the bench. Here's Terrell on the wing for Brown. Out to the top now. Gray back over this way for Terrell. Terrell, one dribble, picks it up, gives to Sparks, top of the key for three. That one bounces off the fat part of the iron. And after a couple of volleys, it comes right down into the hands of Kristen Mitchell. Collinsville brings it up. Here's Astasia Bush back to Mitchell. Mitchell cuts through the defense and gets a little fingertip floater to fall in there. Collinsville breaks a little offer there, and the offer was thanks to Terrell's back-to-back three-point shots. Here's another try for Terrell. That one's got some spin on it too, but hits the inside of the rim. Gray gets the rebound, puts it up, but Scheller is going to get called for her second foul. Her second, team fourth. Natalie Becker in front of the scorer's table ready to check back in after a couple of free throws coming up here for Gray and for Kiaja. 52.6 free throw shooter on the year. She misses her first one. As Becker will check back in, take the place of Faith Liljegren. That one doesn't fall in either, and the rebound belongs to Kristen Mitchell. We have a number 20 in there for Belleville West. I do not have a number 20 on my roster. Here is a bounce pass into the corner for Bush, and out to the top of the key for Knutson. Back to Scheller at the free throw line. She'll give it up to Becker. Becker over on the right wing. Give and go. Astasia Bush off the glass for two. Collinsville brings this thing back to within 10 with 4:25 to play. Oh, man, I tell you what, Terrell just ran right into Mitchell, and Mitchell didn't budge at all. Could have been called a charge, that's for sure. Terrell just bounced right off of Kristen. Jump ball called, possession arrow in favor of Belleville West, so Collinsville will have to get the ball back another way. Here's Terrell. Inbound pass all the way out to Brown. And back the other way we'll go. Collinsville gets the ball back, trailing by 10. Chance to get it down to single digits again. Here is Liljegren. Liljegren didn't stay on the bench very long. She'll stand over by the scorer's table and then bring it up over on the left side. At the top of the key for Scheller. Scheller picks it up, gives to Mitchell. Mitchell, one bounce off the glass. Good for two. Collinsville's back to within 8. Here is Terrell. Terrell comes over onto the left wing, now works her way back into the slot. Top of the key, gives it up back for Bennett. Gray. Terrell. Don't let her shoot threes from there anymore. Back out to Bennett. Bennett, top of the key, dribbles and drives. That lane's cut off, and back out to Brown. Brown across the way for Terrell. Here in the corner, three-point shot. That one misses everything, and Scheller is there to pick up the loose ball on the other side. Collinsville a chance to get this a little closer. Here is Liljegren. She'll take the lane and take the shot. Can't get it to roll. Rebound Mitchell off the glass. Two more for Kristen Mitchell. Now Coach Fisher wants to call a timeout. So we'll step aside as well, and we are back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network. Todd Duke, Paulina Gutierrez back with you from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Kahawks and the Lady Maroons involved in the final game of the regular season. Out front, and here is Bennett. Bennett with it over on the right side, and at the top of the key, gives it up to Brown. Now back outside for Terrell. Terrell, no look pass, and no one was looking at the pass except for me, and I'm not playing. 9th turnover for Belleville West. That matches the 9 that Collinsville has. 2:51 left to play here in this first half, and a inbound pass comes in from Knutson to Liljegren. Over to Mitchell. She almost lost control of that ball. And she gives it up to Knutson. Drives, splits the defense. Can't get it to fall, but Knutson will go to the line for 2 more, and this will be Knutson's first trip to the free throw line this year, where she is 62.4. She's taken the most shots, 141. She's also made the most with 88. 8th team foul for Belleville West. First one for none, and Knutson hits that free throw. And both of them. That's what we need. Collinsville all of a sudden back to within 4 after trailing just a little while ago by 12. Here is Terrell. Terrell works her way over onto the left wing. 2.5 to go here in the first half. No look pass again, but Nunn was alert this time and got the loose ball, but the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Here is Liljegren. Liljegren brings it up over onto the right wing. Now back out to the top of the key. Gives it up to Mitchell on that same wing. Mitchell dribbles, drives in the paint, takes the shot, stripped out of her hands. And the Kahawks turn the ball over for the 10th time here in this first half. Here is Terrell over on the wing for Brown. Brown from the left wing, dribbles and drives into the paint, trying to get around Schiller. That was a nice pass around Mitchell, around Scheller. Rebound belonged to Nunn, and then she put it back up for 2 more points. That's been a while since Belleville West has scored, so they break that little run by Collinsville. Here is Kristen Mitchell, and she's fouled and will head back to the line, will the Collinsville senior. This will be the 9th team foul for Belleville West. Gray picks up her second. Mitchell's first shot, good. Riley Doyle checks back in for Collinsville. Sam's back in for the Maroons, and Mitchell with the ball back in her hand for another free throw shot. That one skips off to the right-hand side, all the way over into the corner it goes. Belleville West gets there. And the Maroons bring it up, but not with a little problems getting it out of the backcourt by Terrell. And now we're going to have a foul called against Knutson. Her first. Team 5th. Bennett inbounds in the backcourt for Terrell. 90 seconds left to play here in this first half. Lamaya Terrell. A couple of key 3-pointers. Gives the ball up to Nunn. Now back out we go to Terrell. Terrell over into the corner now for Brown. Brown kicks it out for Bennett. Bennett drives, dribbles at the same time, gives it up to Terrell. Terrell, another give and go to Bennett. Too hard off the back of the iron, and it falls down into the hands of Katie Knutson. 1 minute to go here in this first half. Knutson picks up her dribble and looks for some help. Gets it from Mitchell, who gives it back to Liljegren. Liljegren almost shuffled her feet there too much. Knutson underneath the basket, thrown away. Scheller tried to do a little hook lob pass, but got too much on it. Goes over the head of Mitchell and out of bounds for another turnover. 45 seconds left. Belleville West brings it back up. Maroons across the line, now to Bennett. Bennett deep on the left wing, now over to the top of the key for Gray. Gray over to Bennett off of her shoe. But she stays with it. Now dribbles into the paint, takes the shot, rolls off the back of the iron, and swoops out of the rim. And we're going to have another foul, and I believe this one's going to go against Scheller again. If it is, it's their third. It will be. To the free throw line, Reese Bennett. Bennett, a 59% free throw shooter on the year. Her first trip there in this game, and she misses the front end. Stasia Bush will check back in now for Scheller. Bennett with one more free throw coming her way. That one's good. 25-19 in favor of the Maroons with 15 seconds left. Here is Liljegren from that right corner. Bounces it off of a body trying to get it to go out of bounds, but that backfired. That just turns into another turnover, and now the Maroons with a chance to get the last shot here. Here is Bennett to Brown. High shot, won't get it to go. Ball volleyed around, and while it's on the ground, the buzzer will sound. And Belleville West will take a 25-19 lead into the locker room at halftime. So the 6-point lead remains. There was a 6-point lead after one quarter, and now it's a 6-point lead after 2 quarters. That brings us into our halftime show. Sponsored to you by Cafe Agape. Cafe Agape in Collinsville. Fantastic food. If you have a business luncheon or anything coming up, we'll give them a call. They cater, but they also have the St. Louis Road location back up and running. So you can stop by for sandwiches. They have pork, pulled pork. They have burgers. They have giant burgers. They have, medium-sized burgers, I guess you could say. Grilled cheese sandwiches. They use that as a bun for one of their burgers. So you want some good eats? Give my friend Ron McGee a call at Cafe Agape. 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. Cafe Agape halftime show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahoks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahoks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes that bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering, wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats.
Once again, welcome back into the Cafe Agape halftime show here on the Kahok Sports Network, where we have a halftime score of 25-19 in favor of Belleville West. They have a 6-point lead. They had a 6-point lead after one quarter of play as well when they had a 13-7 advantage after that first frame, and then Collinsville and Belleville West battled to a 12-12 tie there in that second quarter, so it all adds up to that 6-point lead that remains for the Maroons. Leading scorer in this one is Lamaya Terrell. She has 9 points, all of them coming off of 3-point shots. Reese Bennett and Shania Nunn behind her with 6, and then Kiaja Gray with 4. 7 points is the leading scorer for Collinsville. That belongs to Kristen Mitchell. 4 points for Katie Knutson, 3 for Natalie Becker, and then 2 each for Faith Liljegren and Astasia Bush. Rest of the numbers look like this from the 3-point line. Collinsville has hit 1 of 5. That one was from Natalie Becker, and besides the 3 from Terrell, Bennett also has 1 for Belleville West. They are 4 of 7 from beyond the 3-point stripe. Move a little closer from the free throw line. Collinsville is 3 of 8, while the Maroons are 1 of 4. Collinsville has more turnovers than they do rebounds. Matter of fact, half as many. They have 12 turnovers and only 6 rebounds. And the Belleville West Maroons have 9 of each. 9 rebounds, 9 turnovers. That's a look at what we have for you thus far. And JV lost again, in case you didn't hear that at the beginning. 57-24 was that score, and that is the final game of the year for the junior varsity Lady Kahawks. They do not have a postseason tournament, so their year is all finished. And looking at the scoreboard, I can only find one score, and that's at halftime. And Edwardsville Lady Tigers, who just captured another Southwestern Conference title, their 11th in a row. And they are leading Alton at halftime 48-11. Another game going on is Belleville East and Granite City, but do not have a score for that one as of yet. So that is a look at your Cafe Agape halftime show, brought to you again by Ron McGee at Cafe Agape, 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Final break coming your way, and then the second half will get underway, and we'll do that for you in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering, wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats. First National Bank of Waterloo, celebrating over 100 years of banking in the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo's O'Fallon branch office for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, come see Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo in O'Fallon. Call Bill at 618-632-1010. Visit him at 104 Regency Park in O'Fallon or online at fnbwaterloo.com. That's my bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Everyone has those projects around the house that you just don't want to do. AW Outdoor Solutions can take care of that for you. Former Collinsville High School graduate Adam Welly owns AW Outdoor Solutions, and he and his crew can handle all of the dirty work around your home or business, whether that's tree trimming and maintenance, brush removal, power washing, gutter cleaning, and leaf raking and removal. AW Outdoor Solutions can handle that and much more. AW Outdoor Solutions is fully insured and offers free estimates on all of their work. AW Outdoor Solutions. Call Adam Welly at 314-252-8010 or on Facebook at AW Outdoor Solutions.
Once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. And we have made it to the third quarter of the final game of the year in the regular season between Collinsville and Belleville West. And we're underway in quarter number 3. By the way, told you that Collinsville is hosting regionals as the Maroons handle another rebound. And then they turn the ball over. Collinsville brings it back up. Here's Bush just inside the perimeter, takes the shot, skips over the rim, and the rebound this time belongs to Bennett all the way over on the far side. Collinsville is hosting the regional. The other regional is taking place in Alton. That's where Belleville West will be playing. As we have another loose ball picked up by the Maroons. And Bennett double team finds Terrell out to the top of the key. Spin move, and then over onto the wing. 3-point shot coming from Brown. That one's a little too strong. And this time the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Kahoks bring it up. And Kristen Mitchell at the free throw line off the glass. And no call on what might have been a foul. That's why that ball went so high off the glass. It changed course. Rebound belongs to the Maroons, and into the corner it goes. Here is Brown with another 3-point shot. That one rattles, but it won't fall in. And now a jump ball called on the rebound effort this go-round. Belleville West is playing Quincy in the first round matchup at the Alton Regional. Alton will take on Granite City this coming Monday in the first game. That's the only game on Monday. And then the winner of that game moves on to face the second-seeded O'Fallon Lady Panthers at 6 o'clock, and then the Belleville West Quincy game is at 7:30. And Thursday is the championship game of that one, because Friday we will be there to do boys basketball. Oh, no, that's this Friday. Never mind. Must be something going on. The boys are probably playing a Friday game, so they have that championship on Thursday, while Collinsville's will be here on Friday. So there you go. That's how much you know. 25-19 remains our score. Here's a 3-point try, and that one's nailed this time by Deja Brown. Brown finally hits a three-pointer, and number third try here just since this third quarter started. And extends the lead for the Maroons out to 9. Here's Liljegren into the corner for Knutson, just outside the lane. Mitchell, one bounce, and gets it to fall in. So, back the other way we go. Almost a steal there by Natalie Becker, and now underneath. None. Oh, that was smacked out of there by Astasia Bush, and Collinsville comes up with the rebound. Here is Liljegren over to Becker into the corner for Knutson. She'll dribble and drive baseline, and then she'll throw the ball away. Inbound pass will come directly underneath our location from Bennett to Terrell. Terrell brings it across. Collinsville trailing by 7. In front of her bench, Terrell brings it around, top of the key, and now over on the right wing where she puts it into the corner for Bennett, who gives to Gray, who gives it right back. Bennett dribbles outside the perimeter and gives it to Terrell into the corner. Brown, another 3-point try. That one's short. Rebound belongs to Nunn. She kicks it outside for Bennett, and we're back underway again. Here is Terrell. Over to Brown on the left wing. Now top of the key for Nunn. Over to Terrell on the right wing. Now Bennett to Brown. Brown throws the ball right into the hands of Faith Liljegren. Here is Liljegren. Brings the ball up into the corner for Becker. Becker will try a three-point shot. Yes! Natalie Becker's second three-point shot of the night. And Collinsville has got this thing to within 4. And another turnover. We'll bring it back the other way up to Bush, and Bush off the glass. Can't get it to fall in. Rebound is going to belong to Knutson, though. Knutson, she'll turn around, take a shot from the baseline. That skips off the rim. And now Terrell will bring it up after her rebound. Bounce pass to Brown off the glass, good for 2. Well, that went the other way quick, didn't it? 30-24, 6-point lead for the Maroons. Here is Faith Liljegren. Into the corner now for Knutson. Knutson back to Liljegren. Over to Becker. Becker back to Liljegren. Deep on the left wing. Back to Becker on the right wing. She'll turn around and give it right back to Liljegren. Bounce pass to Knutson. Bluffs it. Gives to Mitchell. Free throw line. She'll bounce it over onto the outside of the lane for Becker. Becker was lucky to get there before one of the Maroons players did. And Collinsville will reset their offense. Here is Bush over to Becker right in front of her coach, Lori Billy. Back out around the perimeter we go. Knutson bluffs the 3, drives baseline, takes the shot off the glass, gets it to fall, and she'll head to the line for a bonus opportunity. Oh, they called that one against Knutson? Boo. Boo, yes. Oh, man. I already gave Katie the 2 points and everything. Got to scratch that off and put an extra tick mark down in the foul category. That's her second. First foul here this half. 3.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Bounce pass onto the wing now for Sams. Sams bounces it back over to Nunn, who will launch one from the wing, and that one's good for 3 as well. Picked off pass this time. First turnover this half for Collinsville. They had way too many of those in the first half with 12. And now out to the top for Brown. She'll dribble and throw a hook shot over into the corner for Nunn. Her three-point shot falls short. And the rebound this time belongs to Liljegren. Faith brings it up herself into the paint, takes the shot, can't get it to roll. Goes up for the rebound, has it ripped right out of her hands by Nunn. Nunn throwing elbows all over the place out there, and now a foul is going to be called, and this one's going to go against Liljegren. That's wrong also. Yeah, she's over there trying to explain to the other referee that throwing elbows everywhere. I'm just trying to get out of the way. Riley Doyle checks in for Natalie Becker, and here comes Terrell across the line to Bennett. Nunn. Won't go this time. Rebound punched out of bounds by Collinsville. Two and a half to go here in quarter number 3. Collinsville trailing 33-24. Inbound pass comes in, and turning around is Sams. She'll take the shot off the glass. That's her first 2 points of the night. Now it's an 11-point. Collinsville just had this thing down to 4. And another turnover will give the Maroons a chance to dig that hole a little bit deeper. Collinsville and Coach Lori Billy want to call a timeout. We'll step aside as well. Back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the Event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune has now added Collinsville to their coverage area this year, including coverage of City Hall, happenings in Collinsville, as well as coverage of the Unit 10 schools and the Collinsville Kahawks, plus more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper that is published every Thursday and has been reporting news and sports in Madison County for over 30 years. Subscriptions are only $32 for an entire year, delivered to your home and the online edition. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at www.timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Troy Times-Tribune. Back to third quarter action here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Three-point shot on the way, and that one slinks all the way in for Malaya Sparks. That's her first points of this night, and almost everyone wearing the maroon jersey has a three-point shot here tonight. 38-24. And off the high glass for Mitchell. Can't get it to go. Gets another rebound. Still can't get it to go. And she'll head to the line for a couple of free throws. This one's going to go against Cassandra Sams. That'll be her second. Team second here in the second half. Jordan Gary getting ready to check into the game. The freshman for the first time here tonight for Collinsville. She's sitting in front of the scorer's table along with Natalie Becker. As Kristen Mitchell hits the first free throw. As Mitchell is back at the line once again. Hits both of them. Mitchell hits her free throws, goes to the bench. Becker comes back in. Inbound pass comes in to Bennett. Across the way now to Terrell. Terrell, underhand slingshot pass back to Bennett. Into the corner, Sparks for three. That one hits the inside of the rim. Comes down for Terrell. Back to Sparks on the left wing. Now over here toward the right side. Sams. Gives it back to Sparks. 1:05 to play here in this third quarter. 38-26 in favor of the Belleville West Maroons. Here is Sams into the corner, being bothered by Liljegren. Almost made her throw the ball away. And now back to Maurice Bennett. Had too much room. Her second three-pointer of the night. 41-26. There's Liljegren. Throws the ball away, trying to find Knutson, and now Knutson runs into the back of her. Didn't mean to do it, but Katie will be called for another foul. That'll be her third. And now Kristen Mitchell will come in for Knutson. Here's Sparks. Over to Bennett. Back to Terrell. 25 seconds to play here in this third. Back over to Bennett. Bennett plays it back out a little bit, farther from the perimeter, as Coach Fisher said, play for the last shot. 15 seconds. Here's Terrell. Over to Sparks right in front of Coach Fisher. Back out front to the top of the key for Terrell. Down to 8 seconds left, and a ball thrown away. Collinsville will get it back, but they'll have 5.6 seconds left to get it down court. So the Kahawks bring it back up. Here is Jordan Gary out to Bush. Nope, she couldn't get that shot off in time, and it was going to be a little bit short anyway, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. Fourth quarter will head your way next after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
Todd Duke and Paulina Gutierrez back with you from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Third quarter was not kind to Collinsville, and we've had a lot of those this year. Third quarters have not been nice to the Lady Kahawks as they get outscored in this third quarter, 16-7. So that 6-point lead at the end of one half of play is now a 15-point lead. Collinsville will get the ball in their possession to start this fourth quarter here on senior night. Knutson with it. Into the corner for Bush. Across the way we go to Liljegren. Back to Knutson just outside the lane and bounces it back to Liljegren. Liljegren drives and through the paint. Puts on a nice little acrobatic move but couldn't get the basket. And the rebound belongs to the Maroons. And here is a turnover. Trying to bring it underneath was Bennett, trying to bounce pass it over there to Nunn, but bounced it right to one of the Kahawks. And here is Kristen Mitchell. That falls a little short. Now the rebound is out of bounds. Last touched by Belleville West. Collinsville will get the ball back with a lot of work to do to try to erase a 16-point lead. Collinsville had it back to within 4 at the beginning of that third quarter. And then the wheels kind of fell off. Natalie Becker inbounds. Baseline into the corner here for Bush. 3-point shot on the way. No good. Bounces across the rim. Rebound belongs to the Maroons. They bring the ball back up. Here is Terrell. Terrell over on the left wing, now in front of her own bench to Bennett. Back over this way for Nunn. She'll launch a 3-point shot. She'll hit it. Her second 3-point shot of the night. 3-point shots killing Collinsville here tonight. 9 3-point shots have been made here tonight by the Maroons. Collinsville turns the ball over once again, and here is Terrell over on the wing. Terrell over to Bennett. Bennett dribbles and drives into the perimeter, and a foul from behind by Nastasia Bush, I believe. That is her first. Inbound pass will come in from Bennett to Terrell. Over to Sparks now on the wing. Back over this way for Nunn. Nunn, one bounce, gets it to Terrell as Liljegren's in there trying to cause all kinds of problems, and does, but just it doesn't result in getting the ball back. Now over to Sparks. What it does is results in time being chewed up off the clock. Here is Sparks into the lane, takes the shot, can't get it to go. Rebound is tipped by the Maroons right into the hands of Liljegren. Collinsville works the ball up court. Already 2 minutes gone here in this fourth quarter. Here is Mitchell, turns around into the paint, takes the shot, rolls all the way across everything. Nunn pulls down the rebound for Belleville West. And here is Sparks bringing it back up court. Across the big purple Indian head, the Kahawks logo. Right at center court here. Here is Bennett. 3-point shot from the wing. That one's a little short. And Kristen Mitchell will let that one go out of bounds. Gray checks back in. Collinsville will get the ball back. They will inbound all the way at the other end of the court in the corner. As Deja Brown also checks back in for Belleville West. Here is Liljegren. Back over to Bush. Back to Liljegren. Faith dribbles, left wing. Just outside the lane for Kristen Mitchell. She takes a shot that I think got away from her. It went way high and barely touched the rim on the way up, but not back down. And the loose ball belongs to Belleville West with 5:05 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Sparks from one wing over to the next for Bennett. Bounce past top of the key for Brown. Was one of the colors, gray or brown. Turnover back the other way. Doyle checks back into the game. 16th turnover for Collinsville. What in the world just happened to my pen? Here we go. Here is Faith Liljegren. Over to Bush. Into the corner for Doyle. Back out this way for Mitchell for three. Yes! Kristen Mitchell hits her first three-pointer of the night. 44-29. Still a lot of work to do and not a lot of time to do it in. Matter of fact, 4:20 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Bennett gets the ball over to Sparks. Sparks dribbles, kicks it back out over to Brown. Brown from the right wing over to the left side, now into the left corner, and now just underneath the basket. Not sure what happened there, but going down on the ground was Cassandra Sams, and referee says that's a travel. So Estacio Bush will inbound. Do so to Liljegren. Over to Doyle, back out to Liljegren. As I mentioned, Collinsville's got a lot of work to do, and now jump ball called. Come on. She didn't clamp onto it long enough. I agree with you, Toby Knutson. I totally agree with you. That was a joke because, as Coach Billy's over there explaining to the referee, the young lady grabbed onto Mitchell's arm, not the ball, and it wasn't even long enough to constitute a jump ball. Here's Sparks trying to get past Liljegren, and Liljegren throws a little hip check in there. More basketball for you tomorrow. We'll be on the road at Alton. The boys are back in action, looking to find a little rhythm there as they've lost 2 out of their last 4 games after going 22-0 to start the season. Boys are having a little bit of a hard time finding the basket. Hopefully we'll rectify that situation tomorrow from Alton. Here is Bennett. Works it up inside for Gray. Back outside it goes for Terrell. She almost lost the handle on the ball. And with the left-hand dribble, gives it up to Sparks. Sparks. Back over to Bennett. Launches a three-point shot. That one's no good. Rebound belongs to the Maroons. Another three-point shot on the way. That one also no good. And the rebound put back up and in by Gray. And that extends the lead to 46-29. 3:10 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Here's Estacio Bush over to Liljegren. Liljegren into the corner now for Doyle for 3. That one skips and then hits the top of the backboard, won't fall in. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Another three-point shot by Liljegren, won't fall in. And Collinsville stays with the rebound. And back over this way, Kristen Mitchell for 3. That one's good. Back-to-back three-pointers by Kristen Mitchell. And another timeout called on the floor, so we'll step aside for just a moment as well, and we're back after a 60-second break here on the Kahok Sports Network. Something old can be something new again. The Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville proves that old adage right one more time. Derek and Whitney Reiser, along with brewmaster and distillery operator Torrin O'Brien, Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is not just a place to eat and drink, but more of a must-experience destination in the St. Louis area. With its Collinsville Herald newspaper feel, Old Herald Brewery and Distillery features a restaurant, a tap room, and of course a state-of-the-art one-of-a-kind distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery can handle all of your group functions, as well with an event space that can handle you and 79 of your friends for any large gathering. And the food? Well, simply amazing, with local and new favorites, plus brunch on Sundays. How about bocce ball or bags on the patio? Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville. Give them a call at 855-8027, online at oldheraldbrewing.com, or on Facebook at Old Herald. Todd Duke and Paulina Gutierrez back with you, and turnover right off the bat. We'll give the ball back to Collinsville. As I mentioned, though, Kahoks have a lot of work to do. They trail by 14 points. 2:40 left to play here in quarter number 4. Inbound pass comes into Liljegren. She works her way over onto the left side. Now a pass off the free throw line for Knutson, and a foul. This one is going to go against Terrell. That'll be her third. Only the team's second, so no free throws coming, as Riley Doyle will check into the game. Time is of the essence, though. 2:34 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Here's Liljegren to Knutson, just outside. Turn around off the glass. Good for 2. There is Sparks in the backcourt. Works her way around a couple of Kahawks over to Bennett. Back over onto the other side for Terrell. Sparks to Terrell. They're not worried about shooting right now. They're just worried about chewing time off the clock. Kahawks are going to have to get out there and challenge there at the perimeter to force a turnover maybe. Here is Nunn. Nunn is saved as the Maroons call another timeout. We'll stay here for this one. We'll tell you again that Wednesday. That's not what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Wednesday, the Collinsville Regional gets underway. First game is Edwardsville versus Pekin. That's a 6 o'clock game. Edwardsville Tigers, of course, seeded number 1. That'll be followed by Collinsville taking on Belleville East. We'll have the Collinsville game for you. That's scheduled for 7:30. The winner of those 2 games will meet each other Friday, the 21st, 1 week from tomorrow, for the championship of the Collinsville Regional. First things first, Collinsville will have to get past Belleville East before they worry about taking on the vaunted Edwardsville Lady Tigers and that basketball machine they have going over there. We're under 2 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Here is Terrell as she drives just outside the lane, takes an off-balance acrobatic shot. And for Terrell, that's her first points here in this second half. As Liljegren comes across the line, gives it over to Becker, into the corner for Bush. And into the other corner for Jordan Gary. Back out to Natalie Becker. Becker back over to Gary. Becker, top of the key, 3-point shot off the glass, won't fall. Rebound belongs to the Maroons. Here's Terrell, but she's going to be fouled by Astasia Bush. That'll be her second. Kristen Mitchell checks back in now as Bennett will take care of the inbound pass. Does so to Terrell. Terrell moves the ball across the line, and Bennett with a pass that almost got away from her. Nice save over there, and now another foul coming up. That'll be the 7th team foul against Collinsville. Kristen Mitchell will pick up her second. As Riley Doyle checks back into the game. Still waiting for a final schedule to show up for the hockey playoffs. Pretty sure those get underway Monday. Here is Bennett from the free throw line, and that one rattles its way in. 49-34 in favor of Belleville West. Bennett, who hit 1 for 2 of those in the first half, hits both of them here in the second half. And another timeout called. We'll stay here once again because I want to tell you about the hockey playoffs. I know what's going to happen, but I'm just waiting for them to post it before I post it to make it official. But the way I understand it is Collinsville is going to meet Freeburg-Waterloo in the next round, and that first game will be Monday night at 7:30. Monday night will be game 1. Tuesday night will be game 2. And then if need be, Thursday night will be game 3. We will do game 1 Monday night from the Granite City Rink on the Facebook page. We cannot do game number 2 for you on Tuesday night because we already have the boys basketball game scheduled for that evening. But Thursday is wide open, so if that series does go 3, then we can do game 3 as well. And if we do go to a third game, that means that yours truly will have a game every night of the week next week. Hockey Monday, boys basketball Tuesday, girls playoff action here on Wednesday. A possible wide open is Knutson. A possible hockey game on Thursday, and then more boys basketball on Friday. So next week looks like it's going to be a busy one. 45 seconds left to go in this one. Almost another turnover. And now Bennett has it in front of her own bench underneath the basket, and Liljegren is going to get tagged for her 4th foul. That'll stop the clock with 37.7 left.
That's her 4th personal foul, 8th team foul. Cassandra Salmons at the line for 2 shots.
2 shots coming up for Cassandra Sams. Her first trip to the free throw line this year, and she's at 40% on the year. Of course she hits it. Of course. Well, the Maroons are going to ruin senior night here for Collinsville. And also the Maroons are going to hold a 2-1 games advantage over the Kahawks this year as Sams misses that one. Rebound belongs to Knutson. Katie brings it up over to Astasia Bush. Bush into the corner for Liljegren. Back out to the top of the key for Doyle. Over onto the far side wing for Bush, and a turnover. Bush threw that ball just a little bit too hard. Went right off of Knutson's hands and right down to the Maroons. And Collinsville is going to back off the fouling now, it seems. Nope, guess not. This one's going to go against Mitchell. That'll be her 3rd. And Reese Bennett back to the free throw line where she just hit 2 of 2. 11.9 seconds left to play. Natalie Becker is going to check back in, so all the seniors are on the floor at the end of the game. All 5 original starters from this one are out there. The only non-senior is Astasia Bush. And here is Bennett. She's a good player. She's just a sophomore. Bennett is. She'll be a force to be reckoned with for the next 2 years for the Lady Maroons basketball program. Misses her next shot. Rebound belongs to Gray, and a jump ball called. Possession arrow this time in favor of Collinsville. So the Kahawks, Lady Kahawks, with probably their last offensive push on this floor in the regular season. Again, they'll be here Wednesday for playoff action as Mitchell turns that one into 2 points, and that's going to do it. Final score, 52-38 in favor of Belleville West here on Collinsville's senior night. Paulina Gutierrez, thank you very much, my dear. We'll see you down the line. Down the line, we'll see you. Maybe at a soccer game, who knows, but definitely at a boys basketball game. Yes, all right. All right, final score 52-38 here as we transition our way now into the Chiropractic Works post-game show. Brought to you by my good friend, Dr. Chris McCluskey. He came up here a little bit earlier, and he's like, I got to go home and go to bed. So, yeah. At any rate, post-game program brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by the aforementioned Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives, all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville at 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Now, I told Coach Billy to come up after the game was over with, but I understand if she doesn't make it up because it's a very tearful celebration of sorts going on in the locker room with senior night going on here. So we'll have to play that one by ear and see what happens as we move along. But at any rate, we'll be back to tell you all the names and numbers from this one, and hopefully we'll have a chance to talk to the Collinsville Lady Kahawk head coach in just a moment here as we go into the Chiropractic Works post-game show here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach. Whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues, we have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design. Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current one? Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquis Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now. Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquis to help you find the perfect home or to help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at 618-780-4622 or visit them online at blaylockteam.com or on Facebook at the Blaylock team. Everyone has those projects around the house that you just don't want to do. AW Outdoor Solutions can take care of that for you. Former Collinsville High School graduate Adam Welly owns AW Outdoor Solutions, and he and his crew can handle all of the dirty work around your home or business, whether that's tree trimming and maintenance, brush removal, power washing, gutter cleaning, and leaf raking and removal. AW Outdoor Solutions can handle that and much more. AW Outdoor Solutions is fully insured and offers free estimates on all of their work. AW Outdoor Solutions. Call Adam Welly at 314-252-8010 or on Facebook at AW Outdoor Solutions. Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, the newest in online auctioning. Go to ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's HIBid.com to check out what's up for bid in the next auction. Ogle Auctions deals with everyday items like board games, t-shirts, and more, to collectibles, whether that is a vehicle, vinyl records, or vintage toys. Or how about a trolley car? And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more items. Check out their next online auction at ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's ogleauctionshibid.com. Or call Kim Ogle today at 618-980-4530.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium and the Chiropractic Works post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. I'm not sure if we're going to get Coach up here at all. She's got a lot of people to talk to. There's all kinds of folks there on the floor. Right there at midcourt, that's all of the Kreitner folks. So they all want to say goodbye to her before they leave here tonight, too. So that's okay. We're going to talk to her on Wednesday before the regional semifinal game against Belleville East Wednesday night, so we'll have another chance to talk to Coach Billy. Let's take a look at the final numbers here in this one. Leading scorer in this one was Kristen Mitchell. Kristen Mitchell with 20 points. After that, everybody's in single digits for Collinsville. 8 points for Katie Knutson, 6 for Natalie Becker, and just 2 each for Faith Liljegren and Astasia Bush. Leading scorer for Belleville West was Shania Nunn with 12 points. So did Reese Bennett, 11 points for Terrell. And then after that, 6 points for Gray, 5 for Brown, and then 3 each for Sams and Sparks. From the lines we go. From the free throw lines, each team 50%. 6 for 12 for Collinsville, 5 for 10 for Belleville West. Rebounds, that's where it really hurt Collinsville. They were out-rebounded by Belleville West 23-16. 16 was also the same number of turnovers that Collinsville had, as they had 16 and Belleville West had 18. And from the three-point stripe, Collinsville hit 4 of 11 three-pointers, while Belleville West hit 9 of 20 three-pointers. And while I was spouting out all that information, Coach Billy came up, threw on the headset. She's ready to go. Coach, I know that you wanted a win for this one, but all in all, kind of a rough night anyway, wasn't it? I mean, win or lose, you're going to be exhausted at the end of this anyway.
Absolutely. It was a dogfight, really. They hit some shots early. I felt like they hit a couple of threes that just could have buried us, and we were able to fight back in the second quarter, get ourselves back in the game, and came back in the second half, and again they hit some shots. I mean, they've been shooting threes pretty well. The first 2 times we played them, they didn't shoot that well, and so we were prepared with our defense, we thought, but they were shooting over it. So.
And then you came up actually kind of strong in the third quarter. You got it down to within 4 points, and then all of a sudden things got away.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. It was just a battle, and no excuses, but we got a couple kids that are sick, a couple kids that are pretty hurt. We got hurt the other night, and they don't want any excuses. A couple of them said we just played a bad game, but when you look at those kinds of things, it does contribute. It's a factor for sure.
Well, I live streamed the whole ceremony there at the beginning, the senior night ceremony, and you can see the tears and the emotions in the face. How hard is it for these girls to go through that, having that emotional outpour, and then come out and play a game?
It's hard. It's hard to temper your emotions, especially with the situation that we have with Faith, and she's emotional and has every right to be, obviously, but to be able to kind of turn that off and then look around and see the big crowd, and you got to be able to control your emotions and your nerves, and that's hard. That's hard for anybody, and I thought they did a decent job of being able to come back out and take care of business.
How have your emotions been today? Up and down, all over the place. I see all my friends out there from Kreitner. They came to support you tonight. I haven't seen most of them since last year, so
that's my Kreitner family. And
nice seeing all the smiling faces. Has it been a tough day for you, or
it's been a tough day,
but also rewarding?
Absolutely. It is a culmination of 21 years, and the emotions are flowing, and they will continue to flow. And I'm just so blessed to be surrounded by so many people that are just amazing and loving and wonderful. So
yeah, well, and you have this big celebration because it's the last regular season game, but you're coming back onto your home floor on Wednesday. I'm glad to see you go out on your home floor at regionals. I mean, it would be nice you win that first game and then
win that next game.
Have a little bit of a deja vu from 2015 all over again.
We just talked about that. We just said this doesn't end our season. We have the opportunity to come back out on Wednesday and get a win, and then go get them on Friday. So.
You just played Belleville East on Tuesday, so you got to pretty much come right back at them on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And that happens a lot in this game.
No,
because
it really does.
You play that. I know the boys went through it where their couple of years they had Belleville East as their very last game, and then the very next game against Belleville East. So is that good or bad for a team?
It depends. Honestly, I think for us it's probably going to be a good thing just because we've had that recent exposure to them, and we're pretty prepared. I felt like we played a good game against them. Although we got down, we were able to crawl back in and again, dig one out. And I think we'll be prepared for Wednesday for what they can do.
All right, well, we'll waste all my questions now because I got to talk to you before Wednesday's game, so we'll save the rest till then.
Thanks, Todd.
Thanks, Coach. Lori Billy, your Collinsville Lady Kahok head coach, as her team falls here tonight 52-38 on senior night. And that's going to do it for us. We're going to wrap things up here right now, and we'll tell you that we'll be back at it tomorrow. Pre-game show coverage begins from Alton around 7:10, 7:15, depending on the junior varsity game, as the boys are on the road and taking on the Alton Redbirds. Myself, Zach Roseman, and Chris Kettler we'll all be there for you. So until tomorrow night, everybody have yourselves a fantastic rest of your evening.